here we go.
Welcome to the Daybreak Star Radio Network. Our motto, our ingredients on and off the air, we're an international radio network, is indigenizing the airways. We're based here in Seattle. We specifically do our interviews via Zoom, so our audience internationally from Asia down to Panama, throughout the country here, can be able to see who we're interacting with, who we're having a one-on-one opportunity to get to know better. And welcome to the Daybreak Star Radio Network. Like Sherry, my station manager, introduced herself as station manager. I'm Harris, the program director, joined by our intern here, Marcus. And I'd like to give a very warm welcome to a very special group coming at us here out of Fresno, California, Jambo. Welcome.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So could you tell us, or tell the whole audience, who you are, where you're from, what your tribal affiliation is?
Yeah, we're a Yaqui, part Yaqui, Mexican,
Yeah.
Tribe. And we've been playing with each other for quite a while before we even played with Pat. So we pretty much know each other, after all these years. We've been playing with one another. And I've known Pat for a longer time than everybody else here in the band, because I went to high school with his cousin. And so did the other guitar player, Carlos, here. I forgot about him. He was with him too. Yeah. Anyway, it was Pat and Lolly's cousin, Tony. And that's how I met Redbone, was through him. And so they actually grew up here, Pat and Lolly, Vegas, outside of Fresno here, a little place called Sunset, or they used to call it Jericho. There's a song that they did about Fresno, which is called Jericho. Great song, real bluesy, funky, But anyway, and that's how I met the Vegas brothers. And from there, they just went on to be big time. They didn't wait for nobody around Fresno to make it big. They did it on their own, and I commend them for that, And they played with all the people in the Wrecking Crew. They knew all of them. That they played a lot with Leon Russell. I think that they were part of the house band. I think in that program that came out back in the '60s. I think it was Hullabaloo. Mm-hmm. They were on that show, and then they did their own thing there, and they made their first album with Pat and Lolly Vegas at the Haunted House, which was a big hit album for them back in the '60s, the late '60s. But anyway, that was the beginning of how Redbone was forming, and to be the first Native American rock group in the nation here. And man, those guys, they have some incredible music. Incredible.
Yeah. And what do you play?
When Pat Vegas needed a drummer, he called Fernando. Fernando told Pat that, hey, listen, I got a drummer for you. So, and I done some shows with Steppenwolf as well, and Lydia Pins and Cold Blood out of the Bay Area. And so looking for a drummer, they called me, and my first gig with Pat was in Alaska. So we had a tremendous time with the Native people there, and they treated us, like gold there. And it was an awesome show that we did. And from then on, we went to Canada, and I was with Pat Vegas and the guys with Redbone for about 5 years, and which was really awesome for me to capture all the drum beats that Pete DePoe did, and which we're very fond. And Pete DePoe is the most awesome drummer that put the King Kong beat together for the Native band. So we're so awesome. And I'm Yaqui as well. And my thing is that we were traveling and got to know the band, the music, and what they left in that journey of the 70s, and which was an honor for me to be playing amongst them. It was awesome.
Awesome. Thank you. So who else is there with you all?
Okay, let me give Carlos on here. Carlos, I recruited him too, so he's the other guitar player, and he'll tell you a little bit about himself.
Well, there's not much to tell, but I've been working with them since 2014. Yeah,
You're 2013.
Yeah, I'm from the Bay Area, and I retired from electronics, and they called me up They heard that I was back in business, so they called me to join the group, and that's when I started back in 2014. And I don't live in Fresno. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, which takes me a couple hours to get down to Fresno. But this is where I was born and raised. This is where my family is. So I'm very comfortable. And I went to school also with Fernando. My younger brother went to school with Fernando. So what else would you like to know?
How long have you been playing guitar?
Oh, probably about 50 years. 50 years, but I gave it up for, I would say, 20 years because I went ahead and pursued my electronics career. I got married, and, you know, you got to go into a cycle there where, you know, you got to take care of your family. Well, I did all that. I took care of all that. I paid all my dues. And when I retired before 2013, I thought, well, you know, I love playing guitar. So, you know, let me go ahead and pick it up again. And, you know, after I retire, maybe I can get a job somewhere and continue playing. Well, as soon as I stepped out to start playing, Fernando had contacted me, and we had gotten together and had a good time. And the chemistry was there, and we've been together ever since. So that's a little bit about me. I'll bring up the bass player, Vinny Mars, real quick. And thank you, folks. Nice meeting you. Hope to see you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
These guys look after me.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to going down there.
Wow. Yeah, it'll be nice. It'll be nice and hot, but it'll also be an awesome show.
Yeah, we're looking forward to going down there and having a good time. Yeah. But we've been going down there for the last 3 years, playing down there.
Uncle Sam
started with us.
And we love the weather over there. The weather's beautiful over there, and the scenery in Washington. So yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you guys and having a good time out there.
Yeah, thank you.
Right on. I'll let you talk to the main chief right here.
Thank you for the interview,
thank you so much.
Oh yeah, of course. Thank you all.
So, you know, we know Uncle Sam Club in Tacoma.
Oh, okay.
So we did shows there. Jazz Alley and yeah, we done some shows with the band War. So, you know, we get around. Yeah. They're friends of ours, and it's awesome that we get a chance to play with all the greats, you know, at least I have since 1974. Yeah. So,
well, so far awesome. It sounds like you have some pretty awesome friends.
Oh, yes. Yeah. From Mary Wells to Tina Turner, did a lot of shows with them. And it's awesome. This music is so awesome to bring back that culture and music, and for the young generation to listen to, understand what they were about, and that year and that decade was really awesome. And we want to make it alive today. And so hopefully, and thank you guys for the chance and opportunity that we can be there to capture that time and have fun with it and who we are and what we love to do.
We're going to bring that Redbone music that everybody's been missing, because, you know, it's there's nobody really playing it, and since we were former members, we decided, you know what, we did this a while back, but, you know, since the COVID and stuff, you know, everything was all screwed up during that time, and then we just got back together again a few months ago and decided to come back and make this happen. Yeah. Actually, Leon Thompson reached out to me and asked me if I was interested. I says, yep. Yeah. And it was a while back before he even got this going and stuff, you know. And so I reached out to the fellas and I says, you know what, it's going to happen. Why don't we just start rehearsing and get prepared? And that's what we've been doing, you know.
And we also got another great friend of ours come from Canada, Leon Goodstriker, Native American Blackfoot tribe,
Blackfoot Nation. Yeah,
and he's coming down. He's coming down to watch the show.
Adam Beach, you heard about Adam Beach?
Yeah, I heard Adam Beach is going to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody's all excited to meet him. You know, he's like the people and he's going to be the host. You know, of the whole thing. Yeah. Now, are you guys going to be there at the show?
I'll be here. I'll be there. I'm not sure these guys can go, but I'll be there.
I know Leon told me he was going to hook you guys up over there. Yeah, so hopefully. Make sure you backstage and everything. Just,
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be interviewing us over there too, as far as the other groups that are coming to that?
Maybe, probably some of the other groups. Yeah.
Yeah. And it'd be nice to
it'd
get, the Adam Beach on there and Leon at the same time and have them. And then
I'm also a big fan of Casper. I love his music. So it'll be good to meet him too. So
It's just really great that we can keep this going, because live music is, as we've been in a pandemic for at least a couple of years, and it's been horrifying for us musicians and people that are not musicians but love to listen to live music. We've been through quite a bit of crisis there that we understand, and hopefully that we have the faith and to keep on going with our music and entertain the people and not so much to forget, but to understand what we're going through in our life. And that we could all come together as one and remember who we are and how we were brought up, and we love us who we are, and we love people. So, and people is without people we cannot keep going. And we love you guys for doing what you guys do, which is really awesome, because and no one really emphasizes so much in that. They just they don't understand what you guys go through. And what we go through, and with each other, we make it happen. And we thank you guys for that.
Oh, thank you too.
Looking forward to seeing you and meeting you in person.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tribal Palooza. We're ready to play Tribal Palooza, man. Can't wait. It's just right around the corner. Another couple of weeks. We'll be there ready to go and have a chance to meet the other groups that are going to be there too. And they're all awesome. And just want to go there, have fun, and meet and greet people. We'll have some shirts, some posters, some
pictures,
CDs. Yeah, we'll have it all over there. For people to check out and everything.
All the merchandise. Yeah, it's awesome.
Are you guys coming up on the big old school tour bus? You guys all going to sleep on the tour bus and tell the driver to make 7 or 8 pit stops?
We broke it down on those buses,
Oh yeah. I figured you guys had some experience on tour buses.
We have some stories to tell.
This was going to be
that's the good part of the interview, is sharing some of those stories.
Yeah, a magic bus.
Yeah,
magic bus.
The trailer with all your guys' equipment in the back.
No, everything's backlined over there. We don't have to take nothing. Just our guitars, and he's taking the only suitcase he's got is just his drumsticks.
Yeah, merchandise.
Wow. Not even a snare.
I loved it. Well, I love to bring my stuff. Maybe on our next one, I cherish my equipment, and so do all of us. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take what we like to take. But they'll take care of us there, and no worries. It will make it sound great.
Oh yeah.
We've been at this for a lot of years. So, but the most enjoyable thing that in my career that I had a great opportunity to play with some great musicians and great artists, and we're still plugging along, and I just so thank God for that. That we're able to do that, and our health is great, and we're checked out with the virus and make sure that we're okay, and not get anybody else sick, or where we don't want to get sick either. And we don't want to get the shingles either. That's another story.
Well, we just want to give the reason why we're doing this. We just love the music of Redbone.
Yes.
We want to give our hats off to Pat and Lolly Vegas.
Yes.
Tony Bellamy. Pete DePaul.
DePaul.
They were the ones that started this vision, and they kept it going to where it's at today. And people, still young and old, they love the music of Redbone.
Come and get your love.
Yeah, that was the main one.
We'll
have a big old private jam session for that.
Hopefully you can be out there and join us so you can sing that with us.
Oh yeah, I'll sing and dance right along.
I got the cowbell for you. More cowbell.
How does being native overall as a group influence your guys' music, your sound, your vibe on and off the stage, even at meet and greets? And the second part is, how do you incorporate native style in your music, all the way down from the outfits to, once again, the meet and greets, the opportunities to engage, with the fans that really love all the music, though the vast catalog that you guys have the opportunity to perform on stage in front of these crowds?
Well, it's really interesting you say that, and thank you for that great question. And the thing about it is that, with this native band that started off with Redbone, I think, with Pat Vegas and Lolly, those guys before Redbone, it was Jimi Hendrix that actually told or mentioned it to Lolly, you guys need to start a native band. And that probably rang in Lolly's mind for a bit. The music, there's a lot of funk elements into the music that they brought out. Motown, if you will, blues, a lot of blues, a lot of rock. So there's an intermix with like Bach and Turner Overdrive. They have that feel and all that genre of music, and we captured that as we were growing up and as teenagers. And it did stick in our minds, and I would know that I was going to be able to play with Pat Vegas and Redbone, which I really was fond when they first came up. But before they were Redbone, they were Pat Vegas and Lolly were producing a lot of great hits and a lot of great tunes during the Sunset Boulevard, the Whiskey A Go Go. They were there, and they put out the Doors. They put out what's her name? Linda Ronstadt. They were all there at the time before the Eagles were there. So they had something, and that music is like I said, it had a lot of funk in it. It had a lot of worldwide music. The native sound, they created that as they went, I believe. Not just because who they were, but it was a sound. That sound created, and the native recognized it more so than the name Redbone. But they had that certain sound that they brought out, I believe, that I enjoyed. And I think it's in the bottom of our hearts. That thunder of the drums, the thunder of the guitar, the bass playing. I believe that we evolved, and this is how we walk. This is how we talk. It's this very nature sounding, very peaceful sounding. And when Redbone came out and did their, and this is now, when we captured all the first beginning of Redbone, by the way, the first couple of albums before Come and Get Your Love. And this is what we're doing, prehistoric. We're doing the native sound, funk elements. You can hear
the early stuff,
but we can hear all those elements in it. Of course, what catch the public ear, and it was the hook, Come and Get Your Love. I mean, for goodness sakes, I mean, what's not to not like if Come and Get Your Love, I mean, you had that feel. It was a hook. It was very simple, and that was their music. And I think they captured that. And I love when Carlos and I, the other guitar player here, we captured that sound many years ago, and we talk about it to this day. What made us like that? It was catchy. We can groove. It was peaceful. It had a hook, and
translated.
We enjoyed it. We enjoyed playing it, and I'm just so honored to be a part of this band, Jambone, that we can continue on with the band legacy of Redbone and who they are and what we are, and amongst a lot of musicians, I'm sure, that love it as well. And we play with different bands as well, and we want to make this our focus and carry this band Jambone on. That's what we like to do.
Yeah. Awesome. So, awesome.
Here thank you. Thank you for that question. And there's so many. I don't know if I answered all that stuff.
And some. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And thank you so much here once again for your time. Yeah, appreciate that.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, and this is Jambone, the tribute to Redbone at the Tribal Palooza on July 30th.
Yeah.
So we hope to see you all down there. Myself, Fernando V, Lee Wilson, Carlos Perez, Vinny Mars.
And thank you, fans. Thank you, fans, for all the paying attention to what music's about today. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So I've kind of an odd question.
Okay.
So during COVID, it's like you said earlier, it's been hard on musicians. and artists in general. Did you guys ever like reach out to get a grant or anything? Did you look into that?
No, we collected unemployment.
You know, we didn't, but a lot of us artists that I'm playing with a lot of Men at Work, for instance, another great band of friends of mine. I play with that. Bruce Hornsby. They're on tour now. They just finished up a tour, so Men at Work, they're going to start next week. They're all great friends of mine, and the thing about it is that, and we were all in the same boat and didn't know what to do, and all we can do is FaceTime each other and encourage each other that who we are, hang in there, prayers to their family and the people that did get sick. It was no joke, and it was very, very. It was out there, and it's real. It's for real. And a lot of people on the other side did not believe that it was real. And we just want to emphasize that it's there. It's still there. And we want to focus on our health, especially to our fans and to us, that we take it seriously. And we want to make this announcement because most people or some people don't think that it's real. And there's a lot of people that got sick and they died over this. And,
a lot of
and we take condolences to all those people that passed away and their families passed away. And it's no joke, but we didn't get compensated and a lot of stuff we didn't. But we hung in there, and it was tight. It was rough for all of us, money wise.
You couldn't even visit each other without this virus going around. And they didn't have the shot
virus,
for that,
the virus shot right at the very beginning.
But it was hard during the 20 season.
And the virus shot does work, by the way.
Yes,
it does work. yes, and I mean, I have faith in God. So, but nevertheless, you do what's right, and we're knowledgeable to understand that, and so. But looking forward here once again to see all of you, all three of you, by the way. You on the right, I didn't even hear you talk, and great to hear you. And we're great to see you, by the way. And looking forward to seeing you. Maybe we can get some drumsticks out there to the place.
Yeah. Well, we'll get you a CD and everything so you can play on the air. Now, you guys you guys, what time is this program going to come out? When does it come out?
We're going to try to get this out, this interview out on Monday so that we can play it the week coming up to the show.
Right. Oh, and by the way, I just now remembered, I'm so sorry. With this band, Jambone, we do have 2 original songs that we created. Oh, and cool. Those 2 songs that we're going to be playing that evening on that show, which we're excited about that. So we're looking at marketing these 2 songs and continue with 2 more songs that we got planned out. So,
we'd be honored to play them.
Oh,
yeah, one is called Native Hands, and the other is called Sacred Ground. Yeah. So we'll be playing those at Tribal Palooza. As a matter of fact, that's what we were rehearsing just before you called.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
that's great.
Yeah, we're sitting over here we're in Fresno, California. We're in my backyard and the patio in the back. It's a cool breeze right now. It's shade a lot, but it's going to be like 105, 107 over here today. And I'll tell you, man, the heat really gets hot over here in the San Joaquin Valley,
Yeah.
But I know up there, you probably in the 70s over there, aren't you?
Well, we're in the 70s, which means everybody thinks it's really hot.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I mean, there's a lot of great musicians, Jimmy, and Nancy Wilson, all those Kurt Cobain, even Randy Hansen, don't you? I did a show with him. I opened up for him last year in Washington, but I'll tell you, man, there's some great people that come out of Seattle, and Washington. That's a music city right there, Seattle. I love it, man. It's like it's kind of like this little San Francisco over there. That's what it reminds me of. San Francisco and Seattle, they're like the twin cities. Never got to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're sisters or something.
Yeah.
I think Marcus has a question for you.
One question I have is, what advice would you give to up-and-coming Native artists?
Just keep practicing, man, You know what? Don't turn any gig down because you want to get better.
Well,
Just keep playing.
Yeah, for me, for the new native, and that's a great question because that opens for me my mind is my age, you know, and I think all of us we are in our 60s now, and to open up to the younger generation, especially in native, is remember who you are. Remember where we come from, and it was bad in those times, but don't emphasize so much in that. And look forward to what we got going today, and we're able to change this world and our music, our lifestyle. I believe that we have a lot to give as an individual, no matter what culture you come from. My father was from Ireland. My mother's Indian. So there's a big span there and between our cultures, and I'm a baby of 15. So my thing is that for the younger generation as a native band, you know, to remember and bring a piece of that native into your music, to recognize and let people and just make it your signature, if you will. And that's your signature and who we are. If you, whatever you are, Irish, Italian, it doesn't make a difference, but we are all in one. And we create this world as we go. We have to stop this prejudice in our world. We have to stop this, you know, somehow. And the way we can stop it is by conducting ourselves in the way we talk, how we present ourselves, and watch the way we talk. And so, you know, our language is very emphasis. But I love the new artists. Who's the other artist that we played with? A guitar player. Mickey Free.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a show.
We did a show, and
Jimmy's brother, Leon Hendricks. We did a show with him too.
Yeah, which was really awesome.
As a matter of fact, you can go to YouTube and
Pomona.
Redbone Pomona, and you'll see that video on the on there.
But I just think keep and thank you again for that question. I think this recognizing who you are, and don't be so shallow, and love who you are. You know, love who you are. We can't change that, but we can remember our ancestor and all of us, and give them thanks for who we are, most of all. And all of us are probably like me, just half breeds, and you know, and give it to those that are full breeds, like Pete DePaul.
Stay humble.
Yeah,
stay humble in life, you know,
and keep rocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jambo, thank you so much for taking the time. I know everybody's got a busy schedule, and safe travels. Safe travels up here to the PNW, and we'll definitely you know, welcome you with open arms.
Let me get the rest of the guys in the band here. Let's see right here. Okay, can you get us all right here?
Absolutely. Wish you guys all the best, good health, and continue to make the dreams happen for all your fans.
And thank you for the great questions, by the way.
From the fellas, from Lee Wilson, from Carlos Perez, from Vinny Mars, and myself, Fernando V. We all thank you so much for having us here. I mean, it was an honor. It was an honor being interviewed by everybody there at your place, at the studio. Thank you so much. And we'll see you there real soon at Tribal Palooza. Go out and buy those tickets right now before they're all gone.